Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, let me make sure I have nothing in my teeth. Today I'm going to be doing a drugstore starter kit for beginners for 2018. I'm pretty much going to be using products that have come out this year that I feel like you need if you're starting to get into makeup. That is all super affordable. But I'm just gonna tell you from my personal opinion what I think is the best drugstore products as of right now. I might throw in some products that are a little bit older that, you know, I still find amazing, but for the most part they're gonna be for this year and affordable. So we're gonna get into it. So for starters, I always personally start with my brows first. Now, a lot of people would probably recommend a dip brow, including myself, because that's what I personally use. But if you're starting out and you're a beginner in makeup, I would skip the dip brow because it does take a little while to learn how to work with it because of the consistency. You can get a little heavy-handed. I remember it took me the longest to get used to using the dip brow. I had to practice every single day and it would not look the way I wanted to. Even to this day, I struggle to do my brows. It's probably the toughest thing for me to do on myself because my brows don't always look the way I would want them to. So skip the dip brow. I wouldn't do something like that. I would definitely go ahead and use a pencil. Now there are several pencils that are great in the market, but for now I'm recommending the, what is this? The Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. This is in the shade medium brown for me. This is like the most natural brow pencil that I could find, and I really like it. I used it for a little while. I kind of just use it for when I want like the most natural brow, even though I have no brow hair, so I really need something intense. But this is really for when I just want to add a little bit of definition and a little bit of color. Like I said, this is perfect if you're just starting out and you don't want to break bank. I believe this is like $10, so it's super affordable and it should last you a while. Like I said, this will just kind of teach you how to shape your brows, how dark you want it or how light you want it. So it's great and the price is super bomb. So definitely pick this up for your kids. Next, we're going to move on to eyeshadow because I use concealer as an eyeshadow primer. So I will show you the primer slash concealer later on. So for eyeshadow palette, I have one really great one that came out this year, and then I'm going to show you an older one. So the older one that I recommend to you would be the Morphe 3502 palette. And I'll open it for you guys so you can see what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It's super nice, super warm toned. A lot of people would look at this and say it's like a fall palette, but in my opinion, you can get away with wearing it all the time. You can create really fun looks with it because of the really bright orange shades, or you can create like a really neutral, smoky look with the bottom shades, like the browns, the bricks, and the black. So I love this. This is my go-to. So it's really affordable and it lasts you forever. I've had this for so long and I didn't even hit pan once. The next palette I want to show you guys is the Jaclyn Hill palette. This came out this year. Did it come out this year? No, this came out last year too. My years are all over the place. I don't know then. I don't know what. 3502 must have come out in 2016 then. I don't know. This is very versatile. So yeah, this came out in 2017, so it's not 2018, but guys, I still use it to this day. And I really don't have any 2018 palettes that really wowed me, unfortunately. But this one is still, it still wows me every time I use it. So this is what it looks like. It's very versatile. It has like pretty much like everything you need. It has a good amount of shimmers, a good amount of mattes, a lot of transition colors, a lot of like crease to deepen the colors, and then some fun colors over here in this corner. So you can pretty much create so many different looks with this, which I love. I'm not really the one to like do any of these colors, but if I was feeling a little crazy and I wanted to, I could, which is awesome about this palette. It's kind of pricey, but I feel like it's worth it because the formulation of it was completely like new for Morphe. I remember everyone raved about it because the formula was so great It was so pigmented, it didn't have much fallout, and it was so buttery. It's one of the best Morphe palettes that they have, and I would definitely pick it up. Again, they have it available at Ulta now, which is awesome. The new one I know has the shade names in the back. I have an extra one actually because I like it so much. So these two are definitely my favorite palettes. I actually am using this one on my eyes right now. If you guys can see, I'm using Morphe 3502, and then for my last video I used the Jaclyn Hill palette. So those are definite go-tos, and you guys should get. I feel like if you have these two, you have everything you need for eyeshadow. You do not need anything else. Next, I'm gonna go into eyeliner. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I personally really like it because it's a matte and it's pretty waterproof, in my opinion, without it being waterproof, if that makes sense. If you're a beginner though, you might have trouble with eyeliner, but it never hurts to practice, and this is a really good one to practice with. So I would definitely suggest this one just because the formula is really great. It doesn't dry up. Some eyeliners irritate my eyes like really bad because my eyes are very, very sensitive, but this one never ever caused that. For mascara, I'm gonna suggest the Maybelline Last Sensational Full Fan Effect Waterproof Mascara. Mine's very dirty because I use it all the time. Now this one I really like because I like it for both upper and lower lashes. But this one's really nice because it's waterproof, number one, and number two, I really like it because it works amazing on my lower lashes. Again, I'm wearing it today. It spreads them really nicely. It coats them very thick, and I used to have such a big issue with my lower lash mascara transferring onto my eyes here, like my under eye area. No matter what mascara I used, I had that issue where it would just smudge all the time. I would put it on perfectly, it would look great, and then in an hour I would have like little black marks in my under eye area. This is the only one I have personally found that has not done that, and I just really like it for that reason. Personally, it just doesn't smudge and it pretty much coats my lashes pretty well, so I really like it. Next, I'm gonna show you lashes. For more natural lashes, this is really natural for me. This is for like everyday wear. But this is the Kiss Ever Easy lashes. It's the multi-pack, and it comes with like a little tweezer. I haven't opened these yet, but it comes with a little tweezer thing to make application easier. From what I heard, it's easier to apply with these things. I apply it with my finger, but this one is really convenient because it already comes with that. You get five pairs of lashes, and for me these are really subtle. They're very, I know they look intense here, but they're really not. So yeah, those are the lashes. For primer, I'm gonna show you the L'Oreal Infallible Glow Lock. So they have the matte and the glow one. So this is part of their Infallible line, and I love the Infallible line. I think it's so amazing. The foundation from the Infallible line, the matte and the luminous one, still my go-to. I still wear them all the time. But the primer was really cool. I like this one because it has really no tint to it, and it's not like using illuminating drops. It's just like a really natural, a little more than natural highlight. You can wear pretty much like the most matte foundation and you'll still have a glow under it because this works so well. I really like it. I don't really hear people talk about it that much on YouTube, but I don't know why, because it's so good. I really love it. So my foundation collection is very full coverage. If you are a beginner, I don't know if you're gonna want so much coverage as much as I like, but these foundations are all great. So the first one I'm going to show you that came out this year was the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. It is a matte foundation. I would say it's medium to full coverage. It's medium if you just do one layer, and full if you add layers. They have an extremely amazing shade range for this line. I think CoverGirl really did that with this. And I actually just found out like a week ago, CoverGirl announced that all their products are now cruelty-free, so that's always awesome. So this is great for matte. It's kind of thicker, but it does really well coverage wise, and it's pretty long wearing, so I really like it. If you have trouble, I I would suggest going to Ulta, not really Target or Walgreens, because you can always ask one of the people that work there to try to help you shade match, because I feel like they're a little more knowledgeable than an employee at Target, because Ulta employees are more into makeup. Target, it could just be anyone. So I know that's always tricky. I always struggle. To this day I struggle, so don't feel bad. People try me all the time in the comments. If you guys want to look down there, 90% of people are telling me my foundation's wrong, so don't feel bad. It happens. It happens. And the next foundation I'm going to show you is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. This one just came out this year, a few months ago. This is in partnership with Alyssa Ashley here on YouTube. I'm sure you guys know who she is. And this foundation has the best shade range. And then this is also a matte foundation, and it is full coverage. One layer is full coverage of this. I like to mix this with a lighter coverage foundation. Either one, any of those foundations are perfect for beginners and to have in your starter kit, because you can get that coverage and you have like a pretty big selection. So any of those are great for a starter kit. Moving to concealers. This is the one I have on today, and I just ran out, like literally doing my makeup today. I was like scraping the bottom of this. This is also the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. So I love this. I love the way it blends out. It definitely like highlights the under eye if you get the right shade. Like this one highlights me so nicely. Like I can immediately see it. I'm wearing it now, like I said. So this is super nice, and I'm sure if you've watched YouTube, you know that everyone talks about the Shape Tape. This is like a dupe for it. I bought the Shape Tape and I returned it because I really didn't like it that much. I didn't think it was all that. But this one I love, guys. Like once I started using this, I stopped using everything else. So definitely recommend that for the starter kit. Now for baking powder, there's really not a new one that I can think of that really wowed me. In my personal opinion, I still love to use the Airspun translucent powder. So this is not from 2018. This is from like, it says since 1935, so it's hella old. But you know what? They killed it with this, because even though it's old and probably our great grandmothers used it, it's still bomb as hell, and we're now using it. So I use this every single day. I feel like it gives no flashback, and it definitely smooths out my under eye areas. I always switch to different ones, and for some reason I always just come back to this one. Like I love it so much. So I would definitely suggest getting this. You can get it, I think, just Walmart and Walgreens. And they're kind of hidden, so you gotta look for it. Now for bronzer, I'm showing you guys the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I don't know if this is new either. It smells really good. It smells like coconut, I think. Yeah, something like that. It smells super good, and I think it blends out really nicely. My subscribers actually suggested this to me, and I've liked it ever since, and this is really the only drugstore one that I use. And then for blush, this is a new one I just picked up like a month and a half ago. This is by Juvia's, and it's the Serafina blush. So I don't know if this is new. I got this because Juvia's just launched in Ulta's. They've been around for a couple of years, I think, online, but they just launched in Ulta. So I was at Ulta and I saw this blush and I really liked it. It was the last one, and it's really, really nice, guys. It's like a really rosy, peachy pink. I was getting sick of using my Milani one, so I don't know how new this is. I don't know when it released, but it's new. It's new to Ulta, so new to me. So for highlighter, I believe this one launched this year. This is super nice. This is the best part of makeup in my opinion. This and adding setting spray, best parts of makeup. So this is the Maybelline Master Chrome. This is in the shade Molten Gold. So this one did the release this year. It works like a dream. I feel like it doesn't sit on the skin. Sometimes if you see girls wearing highlighter, it's like a streak. This one I feel like melts into your skin. I don't even think you have to wet the brush or anything. I feel like it just sinks in and super highlights. I'm not wearing it today, but I used to wear it all the time. So this is amazing, guys. Definitely suggest this. And then lastly, for setting spray, This is one that I repurchased because I love it so much. And this is one that I just had to have again. And this is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Now, I don't know if it actually keeps my makeup on longer or like anything like that, but I love the spray of it. It's so seamless and like misty. And then when you look at your skin, it's like so dewy. It takes away all that powdery feel and look of the makeup. I hope you guys take my suggestions and go out and pick these products up. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you found it helpful. That's what I'm here for, to help you guys out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again, and I will catch you guys next time.